Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So excited this morning. We're going to be trading the 15-minute open strategy. That's the open strategy number 4. So I've already been doing the 3 other ones now. So hopefully you've seen some of those videos. So this is the 15-minute one. I think maybe by the time you see this, the book will be out. I got a pre-copy of it and was pretty excited about it. So check under the links just in case it's already out. And I will have a link to that book. If you use that link, it actually helps the channel out. It'll go directly to Amazon, and I think I get the channel gets like 15 cents or something, but I mean, it helps. So, every little bit, I'm getting more savvy about trying to get a small staff here, but we don't sell any courses or anything like that. So we basically live off your subscriptions and your viewing, and we try to bring you new strategies here and test them and trade them, video demonstrations to see how they work. So these are the new open strategies put out by the $1 Million Margin Club. We've been waiting for them for like 6 months, super psyched about it, and I'll show you what I've set up here, and this is my new my new layout that I'm using for the open strategies. Please read this disclaimer. I am not a licensed financial advisor. You should seek the advice of someone you trust before you try to emulate any of this trading or trading styles, and you should trade in a simulator first and get green before you ever try that. But speak to somebody you trust for sure. Excuse me. So this is a 1-minute chart. Down here is the daily. The first thing we do for this strategy is we go look at the close of yesterday, and then once we see what that is, to the right of my picture up there, $177.06. This is today. This is yesterday. So I got that right? Yeah. And then we look at the ATR, which is right there for that day. We divide that in 2, and then we subtract half from the close to get the ATR revenue range low, and add half to get the ATR revenue range high. So there they are, their revenue range high and low. Now these breakout ranges aren't set yet, but I have them here to drag them into place real quick. So that would be, if you were trading one of the earlier strategies, in the morning strategies, you might do that first. But the next thing I do to get ready for this particular strategy is I set up the Fibonacci level. So I have a 5-minute 10-day here. So I'm going to go pretty fast, guys, because we're going to be trading. So it's always left to right. In this case, it ended up being low to high, and it's hard to see in this big mess right here, but we'll go over this in a second. So you snap those lines to see, because these will be support and resistance lines, nature's mathematical formula that we would, trust for the most part. And then you do it again on another 5-minute 2-day, which is right here, and there it is. It is also low to high. And we snapped it to get the pink line. So now we're looking to, the way the rules are that you cannot trade in between the breakout range. This is not the range yet because I haven't set it. So the breakout range for this strategy is when the first 15-minute candle closes. That'll be, we mark the high and low right there of the bodies. And then as soon as the price action goes above that and breaks out above it, we can take long positions, and if it goes below it, we can take short positions. You can't take long positions if it's below it, even if it's coming back up. You can't take short positions if it's above it, even if it's going back down. That is one of the main parts about the rules in this that make this strategy so accurate. We have actually been applying that rule to the RV strategy, and it's quite remarkable how, it does limit the number of trades you can take, but always finding a breakout range and always going high when it's above it and low when it's below it, definitely makes you more accurate. And that's kind of freaky that it works, but it does work. So, and there's been a lot of back testing into this. So make sure you check out the RV strategy. There'll be a link to that. That's the #1 large cap strategy that everybody's trading. So I'll have a link to that book. And there's a lot of in the playlist and the archives. There's tons of videos. So right now, and there's also the candlestick pattern playbook, because you really need to know your candlestick patterns. That's put out by this company too, the $1 Million Margin Club, that we're trading the open strategy for, as well as then there's the Best Loser Wins by Tom Hougaard. You're going to want to read that book. I'll have a link to that. And then Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. You're going to want to read that. Now, most professional traders have all those books, and I know this one they've been waiting for a while. This one got copywritten. It went out to all the prop firms. They actually registered it with the Library of Congress. So the $1 Million Margin Club is pretty serious about the strategies. It's really the only company that puts out books that I've seen that put out actual step-by-step strategies with a workbook. And you might say, what is this big jumbled up mess? This is crazy. And some professional traders say, I don't need all these guidelines and these lines to trade. I understand this strategy. I don't need these. Okay, you might not, and you might be good, and you don't need any of this. But this is for beginners to learn too, and this is specifically what the strategy is. And on the Day Trading for Success, this YouTube channel, we try to find strategies for beginners. Now, just looking at this, it's probably alien speak, and it does not look like it's for a beginner. So typically, I would not say this is a beginner strategy. I would say learn the RV strategy first. That's Day Trading Volume 1. This is Day Trading Volume 4. So it's a little bit more down the road. But if you just traded it in a sim and just practiced in a couple of weeks, I'm sure you'd pick it up because it's really not that difficult. It's more like controlling yourself, and that's why trading in the zone is a good idea for that. So remember to subscribe and watch the videos 10 times, all of them. There's 250, and that'll help our channel because that's the only way we monetize. So, okay. So right now I'm looking at a 1 minute chart, and this is what I'll be trading on. So what are all these red and green lines? Well, I kind of guesstimated where they would go depending on when. These are what we call profit pivot levels based on historical data. So I only have like 3 minutes. So let me open up this 5 minute chart. One of the first thing you do is on the day chart, which I just showed you the ATR, you look to see how many of these candlesticks on the day chart are inside this ATR range, and there was only a couple. So we had to find historical data very, very close to where we're trading today. And what is historical data? It's candlestick bodies and wicks. It's where the price action has stopped, rested, turned around, or stopped, rested, and continued. And you try to mark those. We call them pivot points or profit pivot points in this case. And the breakout range is where we wait for it to break out before we can take a trade. Then we try to take profits at the pivot points. It's a little bit to your discretion. Too much for me to cover real quick in the video. You really should get the book. Hopefully this video has a link. If it doesn't, when you see it, it will soon because they'll just put it in afterwards. But look on Amazon or get the link here because every little bit helps us. So we just see. So you can see I have the fib levels here too in the breakout range. So I have to be ready to slide this down right now. But so we mark the pivot and profit points on historical data. I'm going to drag these things down. Let me open up the 15-minute chart now because right now I think I can mark the high by looking at the action. So it looks like we're down here. So I'm going to drag this down so it's one less for me to have to mark. Okay. Drag this down to here. So that should be about where it is. That opened at 77.64, so $64. I may adjust that, but I think that's where that's going to be because it's not going up this way. So where the breakout range now is going to be right here. So in my case, in this case, what I'm going to do is, let me just get it close. Somewhere in this area. But what I'll probably do is, as I see this come down, I'm going to take a trade first because it's breaking out here now. So I'm going to be, everybody's trading with 500 shares. I'm going to be trading with market. I will tell you there are some people here that are trading on the ladder. I'm not doing that. So it's a little break from what we normally do where everybody trades the same way. So literally the second it turns on the 45, I can get in because that's going to be the breakout level that I'm now going to set. So it's a little different than how I'll be trading it as I go along here. I'm just trying to get it. So is this the 15-minute here? No, this is the 5-minute. What am I doing? 15-minute. Come on, I'm running out of time. Where's my trade? So this is way up here, actually. Jesus, okay. So I'm way below where I got in. So let me get, oops. Let me get that up to the close. So this candle closed at 177.22. Is that right? So what do I have this at? I'm taking a chance by not watching this with 500 shares, but okay. So that is the actual breakout range. We're below it. I'm in a nice legal trade here. So everybody, I have a group with me up here that's trading with me. Okay, so right now we have $102 on this trade. So, where is my market maker? Yeah, I'm actually going to take that, guys. I'm going to, oops, bye. I messed up. Okay, I added double down. I wasn't supposed to do that with the rules that we're trading by, but you know, I'm only human. But anyway, I wanted to get out of the position. I'd seen how many profit pivot levels it has broken through since the breakout range, and I wanted to just take my profit. Now, the way the strategy reads is, so that's a great opening trade. So the way the strategy reads is I cannot take any more. I got out on this candle, right? Yeah, the 46. So I can't take any more trades until the next candle breaks through, opens, and then if it goes short, breaks through another level. I cannot take a trade long, and I'm going to get rid of some of these profit pivot levels in a minute when I can breathe. Damn it. I got in. It went through fast there. Boy, it went through fast there. I'm just going to take that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really like this price action for continuing to go down at this very moment. So let me just take a breather. We just got in. We did pretty good by the first trade. So let me just take a breath and stop trying to rush this. It's really right in the very beginning when it seems like it's a disadvantage not to be prepared to take a trade even before you set up the breakout range. For me, trading the 5-minute and the 15-minute. So I can't take another trade to the next candle. I mostly did that so I could talk a second. So we cannot take any trades within the breakout range. We can only take short trades when it's down. As you can see, it's already been working for me. And we can only take long trades when it's above. So when it's below or down below the breakout, we can only take short trades. Now, I actually could have gone in right there if I wanted to. That's a legal trade. But the fact that it opened green and went up here, now that yellow, I changed the way it looks, guys. This is the point of control right here. So I kind of feel like it's going to suck it up here. See the in the center here right below it. And then this is the price action. So it's all right around here. I kind of would like to see, I mean, I'm playing with fire for these little tiny moves. And now with Amazon, this is what we can expect today. So if we can carve out $500 on the open strategy, that would be amazing. So what we're trying to do on this channel is show you ways to make $100, $200, $300. You don't have to trade 500 shares, obviously. You could trade 5 shares and you would just have less money. But, you know, the idea is to try to have a strategy where you can't lose much money. So, you know, if you follow certain rules. Now, on any green candles, if we're below, I cannot trade. I can't try to go long here and capitalize. As a scalper, I know we just jumped right into this, so I didn't get into much detail like I do with the RV strategy. You should definitely watch those videos. It's a much slower, calm, reserved strategy compared to how this is. Well, some might say no, but following this strategy is key here. You know, even when it might not, as a scalper, what I was about to say, as a scalper, it's really hard for me not to take this trade. I would have taken this trade right here, but I'm going to follow the rules, and I would have seen that this was going to go up. I would have probably jumped out right at that line, but it looks like I could have made more profit. But that's not what I'm showing you here today. I'm showing you a specific strategy. This is almost like a flat top now, so this is interesting. So, you know, playing it up and down, that's more like the RV strategy. So, yeah, I mean, this is interesting because it looks like it's going to break back through again. So I'm going to go ahead and, what did I get that at? 24. I'm a little bit above it. There we go. Yeah, I thought it broke it once and I missed it, so I'm kind of thinking that's when I should have got in, so I just jumped in. So it came back down over the, below the breakout level one more time. So I'm trying to capture another trade here for, 5 cents, 10 cents with 500 shares, see what I can get. It seems like it's stopping right there, so I don't want to lose money on the trade. It can happen. I'm going to take that. So we got over 300. So, I'm looking for it to, now it kept making little higher highs here. So I'm looking for this to suck right back up. So this is where I would, like I said, I hate to keep saying it, I would normally take a long right here. I would have reversed, but I'm not trading the RV strategy. So it's so hard for me because I do trade the RV strategy every day. I've been doing it a lot at the power hour now, guys. So I'm sure you're going to be seeing some of those videos because I've been trying to really show, take this open strategy out for a run. And I have to say, like I've told you like a couple of weeks ago, I was batting like 90%. And I'll be putting out more videos describing this exactly how it should be. I never know when they release all these videos, but I mean, so there should be some videos with me setting this up sometime soon where there's a little bit more time. But I'm going to keep trading this. We're going to be doing a bunch of the 15-minute ones, a bunch of the 5-minute open session ones, a bunch of the 30-minute pre-market ones, and then a bunch of the 7:30 to 9:15. So I have some time to think and talk here because it's gone above in here. This is a no trade zone in between here. So it looks like it's going to make a move up here. How's everybody? Is everybody green? Yeah, I've only got 12 people today. Wow. Okay. So we're looking for it to break to 64. There was 60. There it goes right there. So it broke it. So let's see, how far do we have here? One line. I'm just going to take that. Guys, I don't like the look of that action. So now let's watch the scalping indicator. Although, damn, it went up higher right there. I'm kind of looking for a little pullback there. I think I scraped up. Did I lose? There could be some slippage here. I might have lost $5 or wasn't I at 335? I can't remember. I don't know. I'm waiting for the next candle. I'd like to see, since it was down here, I'd like to see more definitive moves up here. Yeah, I could have captured that. Oop, there it goes. See, now I would have got sucked into a little loss there. This is what I was afraid of. This is actually a tweezer move going down. This might go way down. So now I cannot take another trade till I have a green candle breaking one of these levels. And it could be, it could start red like it did here and then turn green, and then I could trade it up here. But right now I can't. So everybody's green. The lowest one there is $85, so it's working. I think I've had 3 or 4 trades. They've all been positive trades. Some are very tiny, which is okay because you're just trying to carve out a couple $100 with sort of a safe strategy. Now, at this point, you can look at patterns because we are into the market, 20 plus minutes. I don't really see anything here on the 5-minute. If this turned around, we'd have a bear flag, but it actually went halfway above. So you have 3 white soldiers climbing up, but on the 5-minute, but nothing real definitive here telling us that it's going to go up. So we need to break 177.64. That is this breakout range, 177.64. You can see it right there. Okay, it has to break that. So I'll look at the market maker to see if that's going to happen for us. But frankly, because of this action, I kind of like to see it break a little higher, but I'll take a look. If we have a big, long candle moving up, I'll probably jump in. But if it's a couple of these little ones, I would be more inclined to wait and just see how it goes. So this is the thing about this. A lot of the open strategies is waiting because you're in this no trade zone. But that's okay. You kind of get your thoughts and just wait for the perfect set up according to the open strategy. Now, if you can be breaking the breakout levels at the same time that you get a great pattern, or the 5-minute and the 1-minute chart align, or the scalping indicator is showing you amazing stuff, on that. So this scalping indicator is free here. So make sure now the $1 Million Margin Club is going to be having multiple scripts over there. But this and they're probably going to charge for it, some of them, a small amount to help promote their channel over there. This will always remain free for you here. But the ones that they're paying people, to do, so they're going to try to recoup their money, very, very small amounts of what I've told them. So I gave them the rights to do that, as long as we could keep this available for our people. Oh man, did I just miss that? But right now you can get this free. Just type in free scripts or free layouts, and you can see all these things for free. And then the $1 Million Margin Club is a whole book review channel. That's $million-Margin Club. And they're kind of going a different route away from me. Well, I was originally in the $1 Million Margin Club long ago, like over a year ago now. And they wanted to make it into the powers that be, into a book publishing company. And I didn't have as much interest in that. But I do like the idea that they're getting these books that, they got professional editors along with professional traders, which they already were, to create books that have strategies and strategy workbooks, which was one of my ideas. Like, put out something that's never been there before, and I'm happy to contribute and beta test them along with a lot of other YouTubers. Now, I know a lot of other YouTubers are also selling the books. Like Trading in the Zone, Best Loser Wins, the Day Trading Volume 1, and all that, where they have links as well. And it was actually one of them that told me that there's a place you can go. You've been giving away all these links. There's a place you can go that Amazon gives you a few cents. So I was kind of like, okay, I don't want to. You guys probably don't know, but I get inundated with people that want to have me sponsor them and then sell you guys stuff. I mean, like 5 emails a day. I'm not exaggerating. And then, so I have no interest in doing that, which is what I thank them for their time. And there's nothing wrong with them making a living, however they want to make a living, but I'm not going to push a product on. I don't even know if it, how I'd have to really believe in it. You know what I mean? To push it. So that's why I'm a little bit different than the other channels that you see. I've been around a while, and I don't need to do that to survive. But it would be nice to have a little bit of income coming in now that it's been a year and a half, to help to pay for the little staff. Charlie, she handles the chat here. And then we're going to be doing streaming soon in the mornings, where we're going to pick stocks for like day trading, and then tell you our share size, how we picked them. There's a whole criteria that we've been doing for a while. It's working out really well. Although I have to say, the last 2 weeks, really, it's been a nightmare to try to figure the market. I'm assuming a lot of you have been having trouble. You might get lucky. The way that it shot way down and then started to go, then it recovered all in like 3 days, and then it kind of sat and consolidated. Then all these announcements are coming this week, and then so I got shaken out a couple of times. Overall, I'm still quite green, but it wasn't as easy as it had been the previous weeks, as far as setting the day trades that I'll be showing you guys. So I'm hoping that settles down a little bit, and we're working with Benzinga and Seeking Alpha and others to try to come up with a criteria that is very conservative for everybody that I show it to, so that you kind of pick 5 stocks and you have a better than average chance that 3 of them will work for you. Nothing's guaranteed, of course, and then maybe more, but there'll always be, you always want to set your. I'm looking to see if this is going to break again. I mean, this is actually a pretty good setup right here, going up. So it looks like we might have a good good move, a real good breakout rather than this weird stuff. So I've been kind of just biding my time, waiting to see, is it going to do something here? So we can maybe make another $100 or $50 or $100. So I know I'm rambling on about stuff, but there's a lot going on, and I'm taking some vacation time, and I just sold another business and just trying to get more time to, okay, so if this wasn't pulling across right there, I would have jumped into that. But you know how that works with the volume profile set for intraday. This price action is going to suck it down. Maybe. Everything's a maybe, right? You might be a winner, but it does worry me when I see that, and that's why I didn't jump in there. And I'm glad, because I probably would have slipped that entire, well, here we go again. Doom, doom. This is not giving me confidence, guys. Will it break that 177.69 level? It's sucking back down toward this. And if I see the point of control pop up and this keeps breaking, then we might have a really good long trade here. Oh, I kind of wish I would have got in that. Oh, man, really? Okay. Oops, I looked away. Some of you jumped in long there. I just saw that from up here before I saw it on my screen. Ouch. So the way it works is halfway down the previous candle, or your max loss. Oh my God. Yeah, you're all out now. Okay, so that was a losing trade for some of you. Has anybody read? No. Okay. The way that you manage your loss here is you go, when it's halfway down the previous candle, normally they don't mean at a breakout range. That's if you're up, going up, or if it breaks through and then back down through what pulled you into the trade. That's when you would get out. And then, of course, everything that overrides. Oh, point of control pulled up. Did you see that? Okay. So if this goes to breach again, it's a better than average chance we're going to go up. So let's see if, and this is a doji or a spinning top. Let's see what happens here. This is a good sign right now. So I'm waiting for it to break that level one more time, and this time I'm going to jump in because of the point of control pulling up. That's what I'm looking at. If everybody's wonders sometimes why I do what I do, that gives me confidence as it breaks. And it's been climbing up. You see the stair steps up. So there's a little pullback, but most of the action is right where it stopped. So that's really the low it should be, but nothing's for sure. It's just, and I forget what I was talking about. I felt like I was on the cusp of something interesting for you guys, but here you go. This is not edited, as you may have guessed. Okay, well, okay, point of control pulled up again. Look at that, a little tiny bump. So now what that is historical price, volume, price action. And and people look at that and go, hey, it's moving up. I should move up with it because other people set it that way. I have a couple of videos on how to set this up this way. So the volume profile is set for intraday from like 4 a.m. on. I'm actually thinking about tightening that even tighter. So we'll talk about that when I make the videos. I'm really looking for it to breach because I'm going in on the next breach. It's just too much. Really? Is there pop down now? That's not good. It's making a little bull flag here. 1 minute bull flag on a breach. Come on. I'm looking at the market maker. Trying to be fast and reactive here so I can get the best possible breach after it breaks it. I want to go in now, but that's not what it says to do, so I'm waiting. 60, that was getting closer. Oh, that's it right there. Okay. So I'm in. What did I get it at? 64. So that was the exact level, right? I think so. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So nice. I'll take that. So 420. So probably should have waited for this line, but it did breach 1, 2, 3. So I'm out. Now, the book actually says take the first profit pivot line. If you decide to stay in and try to make more money, make sure you get out if it pulls back through one line or always halfway through the last candle, which would not be the case, or your max loss. So there's exact details on the workbook how to handle it. Now I can go in on the next candle here. Oh, yeah, I don't think so, guys. I'm feeling pretty happy. I have 420 with Amazon right now. So yeah, I don't. This is a tweezer move, which would mean this should go down into here. So I'm not feeling that. Read your patterns, the candlestick pattern playbook. It's the only book that rates patterns. So like every professional trader has that on their desk. So I have a link to that. See? So it should go the length of this candle, according to the pattern book. Now, you wouldn't have known that if you didn't know patterns. So that means all the way down here somewhere. So that's why you are not going to see me jump in here again. We had kind of a perfect setup. We had a bull flag. So on the bull flag, it goes the length of the pole, it said. So there's the second part of the flag. You're supposed to jump in right here, but we had to wait for the breakout. So that is almost the length of the pole. A little bit short. Well, actually, from up here, it probably was. So that pattern played out almost perfectly. This pattern didn't quite, it's not quite done yet. It's like probably about right here is where it should stop from this tweezer. So, if I was just scalping or doing the RV strategy, I could have called that perfectly, if I don't say so myself. But that's because knowing my patterns in the pattern book, candlestick pattern playbook. I can't say it enough. Now it gives it that like the bull flags, I think an 82% chance. I think the tweezers 76, but I don't have the percentages memorized as much as I do the patterns. Look at that. So the length of the tweezer is this. It's further than that. Are we going to have a breakout down? Because this is a strong breakout down. So take a look at that. I think our up days are over here. I thought this was going to come back, but oh boy, I don't trust this at all. This can evaporate, this 420. This is a really good day for Amazon on a 15-minute breakout. I'm not trading 1,000 shares, just 500. So a couple hundred shares would have still got me, $150, $200. So, that's not bad for 30 minutes or so every day at the open. So now a lot of people swear by this strategy, the 15-minute breakout, over all the others. Now I know they're putting out a companion book to Day Trading Volume 4, which probably by the time you watch this is out, but might not be. And that's got strategy 5 in it. I actually have a copy of that book myself. So I'll be showing you them on the channel, but they didn't want me to put them out right away. So just in case people watch the video, then don't buy the book. They put a lot of time in that book. So it'd be great if you buy it and review it so they can do more books, because they're definitely worth the money. I think it's $24 and you have one day that's good and you can pay for 5 books, and you don't find books that show that walk you through the strategy like their $1 Million Margin Club workbooks do. With any books you buy, if you're new, get Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Sometimes it's a little soon to read it if you just start, but as you go through your journey in 6 months or a year, that book is gold to help bring you back with the confidence, because you're going to lose. If you don't lose, there's something wrong with you. That sounds terrible, right? Everybody loses, and we still lose. But I mean, in the beginning, we really lose. We get a little bit of confidence and go, wow, dude, this is so easy. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? People say 90% of day traders fail. Why would they say that? This is so simple. I just made $10,000 last month. Oh my God, this is so easy. I'm better than everyone else. I'm smarter than everyone else. And then boom, you guys know what I'm talking about. So then it's a slow climb back, and sometimes having help like somebody like Mark Douglas. He's passed away now, unfortunately. He used to give seminars and stuff. He's a cool person. There's a lot of him on videos. I did not know him personally, but I have seen some of the videos, and he's just a matter-of-fact speaker. I think his wife runs his little empire now, but that book, you can tell he'd been through the trenches. Only somebody who had felt the pain could write a book like that. So here we go. All right. I could have gone in there. I thought about it. the fact that this pulled down like this. So what do we have here? Am I going to miss this move? Is this just going to keep going, or is it going to fade right there? So I'm looking at the market maker. There it is there. It's right at this, below this level. Now it flushed. Okay. So it's all the way down here. This is what I mean. So I would have probably get shaken out for like a 50 or 80 buck loss right there. So I might just call it today, guys. I don't like this. This is too consolidating. We need big breakouts so that we can keep trading it as it goes down or as it goes up, not just keep breaking out the same original breakout. I don't like that. I kind of feel like we got lucky to catch this clean like we did without slippage, but Amazon, trading's been pretty high, 177,000 last. By the way, this, like I think I told you, this is on here for free. Type in free scripts. You'll always be able to get this here for free from me. And I think they're going to be having different ones, that like the prayer one and the Star Wars one and a bunch of other. I think they're doing a Back to Future one. They can't say the name, but they're doing a manifesting one. They're doing a Go MMC, whatever. Go make stuff available for people. Hopefully it's wicked cheap. I think it will be just enough to pay for their nut to do them. But like I've said before, I never begrudge all these other people. That the second you turn on their channel, they're just selling you courses. What is that guy? He's inundating the market. I cannot get away from him. You've probably seen my face if you trade options, and I have this deal, and I'm just like the same. I don't know if he's just on my loop, but the guy must be spending a fortune. I have no idea how good his option strategies must be amazing. I don't know. I've never traded him, but I just know that I've been pounded on the head with this one guy, just like. Or something about young people are making money trading options. Isn't that sad? And I'm thinking, why? I mean, why shouldn't young people make money trading? He's relating to the older folk, I guess. Hey, I would never question. He's probably a marketing genius compared to me, because I am not into that stuff. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I have not paid the money to not have the commercials. Thought about it, but there's a part of me that really wants to see those commercials. Isn't that terrible? I want to see what other people are doing, but I am tired of the one guy. There was another guy, he'd show a Porsche in the background and, I made $8 million and da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, man, it just sounds like you're not telling the truth from the second you open your mouth. But maybe he did. Do you have to say all that stuff? I guess you really have to hit people in the head to get them to buy your course. You have to just really say, like, I'm the man. I'm the man. And maybe you are the man. Please do not. I have a lot of professional traders that watch me, and they have YouTube channels. And people, I respect the fact that they make a living however they can teaching, trading, anything to do with trading. I support 150%. Anything to do with trading. Just have a disclaimer. You can garner information all kinds of ways from people. Just remember, it doesn't mean you're going to be a good trader. You should trade in a sim no matter what. You should get advice from licensed people. But all these people are giving you some bit of information that you have to kind of pick and choose how you like. And then develop your own strategy. And you've heard me go on about this. I'm able to talk a little bit more than usual. Now, technically, this strategy goes on to 11 o'clock, but I'm actually quite bored. So I would love to have taken some of these trades in here. I think I could have got up a little bit more, but I'm following the rules, and I am safely green. So I could have probably taken a trade here and made another 50 bucks, but it was really tight. And, I could have just as easily lost. So I really want to see a bigger breakout right now. I'm the fact that it was down here and then up here and then came back down, it's like, I want. Now, the whole reason, remember, the whole thing about a breakout strategy is you are looking for a short-term trend, a trend of going up or going down, not a consolidation. That's the RV strategy, right? That's different. So you're always going to seem to have that with large and mega caps. That's why that strategy is so good. But on the open strategies, you need at least short-term trends. And this is not a trend. It was a breakout, but it didn't keep going up here or anything and then come back and become like the escalator strategy. Instead, it just broke and came back and broke and came back. And what's great about it, by following the rules, we made money on those little, because this is hard. This is really hard. So having those I mean, how would you know what to do here? So having those guidelines, made it possible for me to be green. And I just have to control myself because I so wanted to take some of these. And then knowing, like I said, knowing your candlestick patterns is really important too. Practicing in a sim is really important. The point of control is literally staying in the breakout range. Like, help us out here, people. So, but it is also a week. This week is a week where typically, if you don't know, the last couple of weeks in August is always slow. Lots of traders are on vacation, and you've got that. So you're going to get a lot of consolidating patterns, even on your micro and mid caps. Although, you have those big breakouts with the scanners and, the people trade on light speed and da-da-da-da. So there's always something moving that gets picked up on the scanners. But I'm talking about mid cap, large cap, mega cap. You're going to have okay, hang on. You're going to have okay, if that breaks through there, I'm going to go. I'd like to get another trade in here. So let me see if I can do that. I'm just going to try to get one more trade in, guys. 25. I'm looking. There it was. Oh, wow, that was a bad entry. It passed there too really quickly. Is it going to go back up? That's my first negative. See, I should have just known better. That did not really happen, that wick. This is the bottom of the volume profile. I'm going to try to stick it a little longer, guys. It's actually making a move here. This is good. I mean, it's only $15, but I got a bad entry to begin with. So, unless I go red, pretty red, like 20, like below 400 maybe. Yeah, I have a max loss of $250 per trade. I'm not going to get anywhere near that. See if we can break 500 here. That would be, there's 500. Look at it going. Look at it go. Look at the scalping indicator, guys. I'm not going to jump out when that's that high. I'll make sure I got a buy out to get out. Holy mackerel, that was good. So you can hold more than one candle, obviously. Now, I don't want to see this get up here. Oh, really? Is that what's going to happen? Is that the same? Is the price action that? Is that reconciling? Yeah, it is. So that was about halfway. I should have taken that 150. Let's see if it... But now that it's going back down... Whew, that's a good trade. This will be the best trade of the... How far is that going to go? Man, this is a good trade. The fib would definitely be something to turn around on, guys. Look at it go. Setting new lows there. Oh, man. Oh, wow. I'm going to jump out if it starts to retrace it at all with any kind of power. Is it going to go through that fib? Nope. Man, now I'm just getting greedy, right? I'm going to take that. That's just too much. 805. Wow. I didn't think I'd break 500. Is this just going to keep going down here? This is awesome. Look at it go. Yep. Some of you are still in it. That's going to be my... Now, you can technically trade this to 11, way up. This is 1050 here. But I'm just... This is the first time that you can actually make money, but I'm done. I'm getting sort of fatigued from just... I get tired just sitting around not trading. I can get more... I will be trading the power hour and probably make that video available. But this is the open strategy, guys. So hopefully there's a link on this video by the time you're watching it to get this book. But it's a great book with the different strategies. And remember, you can't trade green going up. Nobody is. Okay. Yeah, I would get out now if it was me. I mean, everybody makes their own choices, but yeah, this is halfway up now, so hopefully everybody profited at least a couple $100 on that trade. $800, not bad for a few minutes of trading. So 9:15 to so it's been I guess it's been an hour. Not 9:15. I'm sorry, 9:45. So no, it hasn't been an hour. So yeah, it's been about 35 minutes. 35 minutes, $800 with the open strategy. At no time did I feel I would be red today. I found one of these. I felt bored a little bit because you know how I trade. But other than that, I felt very, very confident in this move. So I've got to walk through how to set this up with you guys on a video. So I'll make that available for you. You know, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Be careful, trade in a sim, seek professional advice. I'll have a link to all the other books I talked about, and then hopefully this book too. And I will be putting out more soon. So always stay inquisitive, guys, learning new stuff. Be careful, trade in a sim, and stay green. And I will talk to you soon.